It's day 78. So, yeah, I'm jumping on now because I'm absolutely fine from yesterday. Apologies for the, Stacey, for the drunken journal post, but you did it. um, yeah, I'm feeling fine physically. No, not feeling anything other than just really tired today. And I'm just bouncing messages backwards and forwards between me and my driving instructor and just getting a little bit stressed out. So when I went to start the car yesterday with the jump leads, also noticed that the front driver's side headlight or side light's not working. Headlight's working, side light isn't. So I've just messaged him and said, if I'm taking the lessons in my car, what do you need? And he's confirmed everything, which is obviously, even though my lessons are in the day, that everything needs brake lights, brakes, brake lights, MOT tax, insurance, and no warning signs on the dash. And that's fine. So I've got between now and the 8th of November to get my headlight fixed. I've realised the casing on the headlight is completely broken and the whole light just wobbles. So it could be just a loose connection. I was going to get out there today and do it, but I haven't. But I need to do it. So, yeah, between now and the 8th of November, I either need to get her in for a service because she also needs the handbrake looked at. She's still not had that sorted. And that is going to make things a little bit more difficult on your, pardon me, on your lessons. What else? Oh god, done some life admin today. I've literally just been laid in bed watching YouTube all day and just having a day where I've realised I'm feeling very, very, very unmotivated this week. And I don't know whether it is just because I haven't been getting up and going to the gym because I've not been very well. Is it the tail end of not being very well? Like, where has all the lust and excitement, and because now things are speeding up. Like this month I've got something to do. I've had 2 things to do this week. Next week I've got something to do. The week after that I've got next week I've got 2 exciting things to look forward to. The week after that I've got something on Friday. The week after that is Halloween, and then the week after that is my driving lessons. So yeah, two things next week. On Thursday I'm off and I've got something to do at the weekend. The following week I've got something to do on the Friday. Halloween is the next week, and then the following week after that is on the Fridays when my driving lessons start. So 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks of that, or 5 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, and then we're into December. Yeah, I thought I'd be more, because it's been, I know sort of September has been a kind of, it's been a not much going on month, although saying that, I had the holiday, I had my mum and my dad's birthday. I don't know, I'm rambling. I have no idea why I don't feel as motivated. I definitely feel like the change in weather, the darker sort of afternoons. It's only 6:15 and it's already like dark enough to have my curtains closed. It definitely takes a toll on me. So I think I need to start thinking about other things to help increase my motivation. Yeah, I need to do that. So let's think. Let's just do this. Tomorrow I'm going to get back to going to the gym, and seeing if that has a boost on my mood, because obviously I'm feeling a lot better. I still don't feel like I can hear properly in this ear though. So I'm gonna, and it was healing so well, and then last night, just as I was saying goodbye to my bestie at the bus stop, I bashed it on him, and honestly I could have cried with the pain, and it's so sore again today. But that's what you get for getting piercings, Stacey. Suck it up, as Hinton said. It's my own fault. I did just see a post that I really liked, so I'm going to see if I can find that again. Where is it? Let's have a look. I don't think did I screenshot it? I think I just liked it. Let's have a look. No, I did screenshot it. Yeah. And it basically is, when I was out last night, it was interesting to, realise that, see how many people were out, and you do, when you split up with someone, and you still care about that person, you kind of almost, even though I know it's over, even though I know, even if they came back, I wouldn't want to get back with them, but I still in some way have kind of blinkers on, like, and I think going out yesterday and seeing so many people out made me realise that there's so many people in the world that I haven't met yet, and it's almost an insult to my intelligence to believe that there's not another person out there that is going to give me all the things that I want in a relationship. And I think that the reason why I know I'd never take my ex back is because the fundamental thing that broke us up, which I've now realised, is the fact that I'm quite a traditional person, in the fact that I believe that you find the one, you only have eyes for that person, you commit to that person, and you're loyal, and you build a life with that person, a new life outside of the life that you've got. And where I think what ruined the relationship was me not realizing those signs very early on in my last relationship, and thinking that I am going to be that person that they want. But they don't think that way. They wanted they told me that they were poly, and I kind of like didn't understand, because they said in their last relationship they were monogamous. So I was like, oh, maybe they'll be monogamous. But it wasn't just that. There were still people in their life who they'd been in intimate relationships with, that I could tell they still loved them, and I just didn't want to be. I want someone to just look at me and choose me, and for me to just be all that they need. And yeah, going out last night made me realise that there's hundreds and thousands and millions and billions of people on this planet. To think that I won't ever experience a love that I felt again, but with someone more compatible with me. Like I said, it insults my intelligence to think that I could think that, but that's how I feel. It's when I say it out loud, it's like, Stacey, you sound like a crazy person. But yeah, it's just how you feel when you have a love so fierce, and you just, I would have chosen him over anyone in my life. I would have, dedicated my life to that person. But if you're not getting that back, then that's when you have to accept that it's time to let go, which is what I did. But anyway, so this post is kind of off the back of being out, being surrounded by lots of people last night, realising that, hey, maybe, this is going to... But yeah, anyway, let's just get on with it, Stacey, for fuck's sake. You were umming and ahhing about this, doing this journal, and you've already sat and waffled for 10 minutes and you haven't even done your quote. Like, seriously, girl. So the quote is, she honestly can't wait to have a mature relationship where she doesn't have to worry about her partner flirting with someone else, social media nonsense, or someone who dates with the spare tire concept. Just two mature souls ready to love, trust, and be loyal. I'm not sure what spare tire concept is. I'm guessing that means keeping someone always on standby, which I did sometimes feel like my ex was doing. I'd never actually felt that they wanted to shed the single life that they had to be with me, even though they accepted my proposal and made me believe that they wanted a monogamous relationship. What they said and how they acted was two very, very different things. And it was that inconsistency that really made me question and triggered me constantly, because I was just like, look, you're saying what I want to hear, but your actions don't match what you're saying. And I just got so, I don't like being confused in a relationship. I like knowing where I stand. I like feeling comfortable. I like reassurances, not just for the fact that I've been in situations where I'm still learning to trust people in those situations. Like, I've never not been with anyone that hasn't cheated on me. Like, and even in this last relationship, although they never cheated on me with a physical person, the reason the last conversation we had, the reason that came about, and the reason why I said, you need to choose me over this other thing, or let me go, and they let me go. But the other thing was another physical form. So I had that still feels like, because I'd continually asked them to not do something and they continually done it, and that did in essence disrespected me and made me feel, I wouldn't say cheated on because it wasn't physical contact, but cheating isn't just having sex. Cheating is so many other things. If you have to hide it, if you have to lie about it, which he started to do, if it makes your partner uncomfortable and you're not willing to stop, then that's when relationships need to end. But I used to say repeatedly, this makes me uncomfortable, I feel disrespected, and they'd be like, okay, I'll stop, but then they never did. So yeah, but anyway, the purpose of this chat and this post is that, yeah, I'm waiting to have someone whose Instagram is filled with inspirational accounts that motivate and inspire them to fulfill their dreams, not reels of, naked people. Like, I want someone who is excited to live and experience life with another human being, not with fictitious people that they follow on Instagram. And not that there's anything wrong with that. Like, if that's what you want, then by all means, enjoy it. I hope it brings you all the love and happiness and contentment and joy, and fulfills your life in the way that I want it to. Like, I genuinely hope that you get everything that you want from what you chose. Like, because I can't contend with that. I'm just little old me. So yeah, but I want my Instagram now. I look at it and it's, it's accounts that inspire me, that motivate me, that, keep me on track for my dreams and my goals, and, have me every time I scroll through, like, they'll remind me of something that I want on my bus, or somewhere I want to travel, or something I want to see, or something I want to do, or a food I want to taste in a place I haven't visited. Like, it just, every day it makes me so happy. And that's what I want. I want to find someone that, is equally excited about experiencing life. And, I'm not saying never. I'd like to think that I still have another relationship in me to, you know, experience all those joys with, but it's not my focus anymore. My focus is fixing me, repairing me, loving me, healing me, learning all about myself, standing firm on my loyalties and my beliefs and my values, looking at those beliefs and values to see whether there is anything that I need to change, which I am still working on. Every time I kind of something comes up, I'll write it down. I'm like, is this value serving me now? Is this value outdated? Is this belief something that, you know, as times change, does this need changing? Do I need to adapt with this? Like, yeah, and that's my main focus. So yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't know whether today is just a kind of the end of the week, you know, with everything that's kind of been on. But yeah, I'm looking forward to waking up tomorrow and hoping to, you know, kickstart the week and get back into doing things. So my learning is that motivation will come and go and inspiration will come and go, and you need to make sure that you are keeping on top of things. The hardest thing is to remain consistent when you have no motivation and when you have no want to do things. Like the strength it took me to pull my sorry ass out of bed to come and sit and film this is quite scary, because I know what joy I get from filming these videos, and to think that, you know, it got difficult tonight, and just for the sake of kind of like, oh, who's watching, what does it matter? And it's like, Stacey, that's not what you're doing it for. Like, you've lost your purpose in doing that. This is an opportunity for you to journal how you feel, journal your experience. What have you been thinking about? What have you been wanting to do? What have you learned? What is your happiness? What is your gratitude? That's what this journal's about. So don't let this week and your lack of motivation and your lack of kind of inspiration, even though you've had amazing things done this week, like it's been an awesome week, like it's been some epic things happen this week. I don't understand, and I think it is to do with seasonal changes. I've always been told I suffer with SAD, so I maybe now need to dig through all my boxes, which it fills me with dread to think that I've got to go through every single box and find my bright light. But I think maybe I need to dig that out, get that set up, and just start focusing on, yeah, winter's always a difficult time for you without distractions, so make sure you create your own distractions. Like I said, November does. Once you've got your test, you won't have lull days like today. You'll be able to just get up and go out and go for a drive and go and visit somewhere and go and sit and, you know, overlook a view, or go and visit a place and stuff like that. And yes, you can do that now because you've got a bus, and it's never stopped you doing anything like that before. But don't trip at this final hurdle. You're so close. You're so close to that one step that is going to open up your life to so many things. Just don't give up now. Just keep going. Dig your heels in even further. It's the final sprint. Put in that extra burst of energy, because that is going to see you through. And yeah, just don't give up. So my happiness is for the fact that I have now got some lessons booked in hard dates and times booked. I've got them all in my calendar now. I'm happy that is now, I'm at a stage in the year now where that's actually happening. I'm grateful for, do you know what? I'm grateful for a multitude of things. I'm grateful for being able to talk to my friend last night. I talked about some things that I wouldn't be able to talk to anyone else about, and to be able to have their opinion, even though it was opposing. Like they said something and I was just like, can I talk to you about something? Because you've just said something that kind of, you know, is still played on my mind, and it's something I kind of to this day go, did I do the right thing? Did I say the right thing? Was I right in thinking this? And even though it was against what my friend thought, when I explained it to them, they were like, no, you were right. You know, it's tough, but you were right in what you did. because I do spend, you know, on days like today where I'm feeling a bit low on myself and energy's low and my mind's kind of like wanders occasionally, and it's just like, was I in the wrong? Did I ask for too much? Did I, you know, was I wrong in, you know, asking for this? Was I wrong in, you know, how I felt about a certain situation? And I trust my best friend with my life, and I know that there's been times when I've said, have I done this? And he's like, yeah, you're wrong. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't have done that, or no, that's not how I would see it. So he's not shy in giving me his honest opinion. You know, he this is one reason why I love him. I can't, he never tells me what I want to hear. He tells me his opinion, and it does differ sometimes. So yeah, to have that kind of last night was like, okay, I'm feeling a little bit better, because when I do go out and I'm, you know, surrounded, obviously we went to quite a few pubs and stuff yesterday, you know, and you see people out, and you know, I get a few kind of like, you know, I always have interactions when I go out, which I try not to entertain. I'll always be polite, I'll always be friendly, but it's something that's always kind of like bugged me when I'm out. But I'm just like, you know what, everyone's out having a good time, I'm just going to be friendly and polite. But it does make me realise that, you know, there are moments when I'm like, oh, I really want to be with another relationship, and then there's times when, you know, I'm getting hit on when I'm out, and I'm just like, oh, this is exhausting. I just can't be asked to start back at the beginning. And I left my phone with my mate with my dating app open, and he just went through and just literally liked so many people, and I've had to spend this morning again going back through loads of messages and just unmatching with people and unfollowing people. It's just make sure, have I saved it? Let's see. Yes, we're good. Yes, there's just a couple of messages there, so that's cool, and that's people that I'm chatting to, so that's cool. Yes, I think I've saved it. And the frustrating thing is I'm not ready to date, but just chatting to guys, I quite like it. Just, yeah, but I go through phases where I'm like, yeah, I just want to chat, and then I'm phases like then I just logged in, I saw a couple of messages, and I'm like, oh, I can't be asked to reply. It's really bad. I shouldn't think like that, because I hate that when it's done to me. So I need to sort my head out. Stace, sort your fucking head out. There you go. You need to decide whether, if you're going to be on a dating app, I know you're only on there looking to chat, but if people are going to start chatting to you, you need to either commit to being, you know, to commit to chatting to them. Don't be a dick. Don't leave them hanging just because you're not having a shitty day. Just reply to them and say, look, a bit tired. Just do, this is the thing. You need to do what you would want done to you. Do unto others as you wish to be done by. Like, I know at this early stage, it's tough because you're just like, oh, I just don't want to get in a conversation with them, and I don't want to say the wrong thing because I am enjoying talking to them, but then I don't know if I'm in the right frame of mind to say it. But if they, big yawn, if they're going to become friends, then they'll understand. Just say, look, went out last night, feeling a bit tired, I'll speak to you in a couple of days. Like, just do it. Just get off the app. Make a decision, Stacey, because you're not living with authenticity. You're not doing unto others as you wish to be done by, and that's not fair. It's not fair on them, and it's not fair on yourself. You need to be true and honest with yourself at all times, and don't let your fear of speaking up for yourself, which is basically what it is, for the fact that if you speak up for yourself and say, I'm a bit tired today, I'll speak to you in a few days. If they then don't want to speak to you, the trash is taking itself out. Think about it that way. Don't hang on to someone because you're having a nice conversation and you're not in a mood to speak to them, but you don't want to lose the connection. Like, let the universe do what it's supposed to do. Live with authenticity. Those that will stay, that are meant to stay, will stay. Those that are meant to leave will just open the door and they'll take themselves out. And you have to start learning and accepting that those that leave are just as important to life and lessons as those that stay. Seriously, girl, you need to figure this out. Like, if you're going to be back on the app, don't be a twat, all right? Sort yourself out. But for now, get yourself, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, relax. You've done your life admin, you've done what you needed, everything's all sorted. I could have done with going out for a walk today, maybe getting some fresh air, maybe that's what it is. But tomorrow, everything, all your washing will be dry tomorrow, so you'll be able to get to the gym. You've got all your stuff ready for Thursday. You've got 3 days of work, and then you've got a really fun day on Thursday. That's it. You just got to get through 3 days. Like, weeks are flying by like that. It's going to be Thursday before you know it, and then it's going to be the weekend and your friends here. So just chill, relax, enjoy this last weekend of just doing nothing, because you're going to have another busy one next weekend. I love you. I'm so proud of you. You're strong, you're brave, you're courageous, you're absolutely bonkers. Next time your bestie says, let's get drunk, just stop and think about what that means. Because it has basically, like, exhausted you today. Like I said, I'm not hungover. I've got no headaches, no sickness, nothing at all. No symptoms other than just so tired. Just so tired. But you did it. You went out, you had fun, you had such a giggle, like such a giggle. Yeah, just, you need to get that spark back that you had a few months ago. Let that, I think, yeah, because the pain that was motivating you to do certain things is now starting to ease. There's less fuel to motivate you. So you need to replace the pain that was motivating you to do things with something healthy, and you're still learning how to do that. So yeah, spend some time this evening and think about what can you do to keep you motivated now that the pain of having, you know, a broken heart is easing and days aren't as painful. So yeah, spend some time thinking about that. But for now, I love you. Go chill out, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. I think that's everything. Yeah, I'm done. Anyway, that's it. Get yourself out of here. Well, it's weird saying that when I'm literally in the room that I'm going to stay in, but yeah, you crazy little fucker. Anyway, I'll speak to you tomorrow. Stay kooky.